It's time to rank the Elden Ring bosses.
No, fuck that. Malenia's already mad at me for not giving her attention. I'm spending too much time with the boys, and now you want me to rank the 500 Elden Ring bosses?
Relax, Miquella has been on my case too. We won't do all the bosses.
Me too. My wife was mad at me as well.
I'll be honest, Joe, I forgot who your wife is.
Me too.
Okay, so we'll only do the bosses with remembrances.
There's only like 12 of them then, right?
12 is good.
Yeah, that's the age you prefer, isn't it, you slimy rat bastard?
There's 15 in total, but we'll only do 7 for now because I know Joe has to leave early.
Yeah, sheesh, I didn't know his wife was that mad at him.
So we'll start with Godrick the Grafted.
Not Soldier of Godrick?
No one cares about that useless sack of shit excuse for a boss, Joe.
He's the soldier of God, named Rick.
Okay, so what?
I don't know, I read that online. I like memes.
Godrick's design is pretty insane.
Lowly tarnished, playing as a lord. What great voice lines he had as well.
He's a rat bastard, ugly coward.
I agree. The lore says he decided to roast Malenia, but she wasn't having any of it, so she bitch-slapped him and made him beg for mercy.
He thinks he's high and mighty, thinks everyone respects him, but no one does. He's actually just a massive sub-bitch.
Wow, that sounds like someone we know.
Hey, leave Barack alone.
You dumbass.
I think he's a pretty great boss. Good lore, great voice acting, interesting boss mechanics. Our first true boss fight in Elden Ring. Part of me wants to give him an A, but there's so many good bosses to come, so I'll put him as a high B for now.
A or B works for me.
B works for me. He got beat by a woman, doesn't deserve anything higher.
You cannot be sexist in 2023, Don.
I would never be sexist. And besides, who's going to know what we say here?
They all know. They all see.
You okay, Joe?
Kooky Joe back at it again?
Well, B it is. Now we're on Rennala.
Queen of the Full Moon.
I already know Joe's ranking this as S tier for the first phase alone.
I don't get it.
Interesting mechanics. Kill her little child minions, break her barrier, hit her. Phase 2 is where the real fight begins. What a gorgeous level that was, too.
Gorgeous feat as well.
The lore states she fought wars against Radahn and then they got married. What a love story they have.
Then they had 3 children, Radahn, Rykard, and Ranni.
For fuck's sake.
What is it, Don?
All these fucking names with R. Why does George R. Martin need more R's? Stupid naming. There should be a low R tier for all the stupid names in this game.
Weren't you whining when I complained about the names during the Soulsborne tier list?
Wrong. You're seeing things again, Kooky Joe.
Stop gaslighting him. Joe's going through enough already.
Thanks, Barbar.
Right, so I'll give her a low B, maybe even a C. She was pretty easy for a melee user.
I'll say B.
I'll say C because she didn't show more ankle.
She can go into C, but not because of what Don said.
Hey, you feet pervert Barack.
Okay, now we have her son, Radahn.
God, I love his little horsey.
Conqueror of the stars. So cool. At least some names do sound good on their own.
That meteor attack, so damn iconic.
That meteor attack made me realize how all those families must have felt with your drone strikes, Barack.
Jesus Christ.
Yo, shut the fuck up. That meteor landing made me realize how much more you make the ground shake, you fat ass.
My goodness, how dare you?
Shut up, guys. The boss fight was pretty amazing. S tier.
Of course you loved it. It's practically your wet dream. Nothing but summons all around.
It was one of the best parties I've ever had. I summoned every single one of them, and we all chased Radahn on his cute horse, Leonard. It was a blast.
A blast, huh? Just like the drone.
What happened?
Did you fucking kick me?
Must have been the wind.
I know I hated on Elden Ring in the past, but after actually beating it, I have to say I love how they enhanced and improved every aspect of the Souls games into this. The Radahn Festival was truly such a spectacle to behold.
I agree, Joe. The spectacle, the gravity magic, iconic meteor, the unique group summoning aspect, all his lore. It's hard not to give this an S.
I'm with you both. I love Radahn. I've already conquered America. But one day I'll also conquer the stars like him for real.
For real on God?
For real on Godwin.
Now we're on Rykard, Lord of Blasphemy.
I hate blasphemy. Lord of Fake News, D tier.
Another son of Radahn and Rennala. He scoffed at the status quo and turned against the greater will. That's pretty cool.
Gotta respect those that want to bring change.
Yeah, but he's an actual sexual deviant, though.
How so?
Have you heard of the vor fetish? This creep literally let himself get eaten by a snake. Disgusting.
And then his ambition to change the status quo became corrupted. He decided to turn to gluttony and feed on his devout champions.
Yeah, anyway, but when he pulled back his foreskin snake head and revealed his ugly literal dick face, I had to throw up.
The boss fight, though, especially how cinematic the second phase felt with the sky basically on fire. Man, oh man, what a sight that was.
Yeah, that was awesome. I'll give him an A.
A works for me as well.
Well, I'm outvoted, but I'd give Fake News Dick Snake a B.
A it is.
Who's next, Barack?
It's time for Morgott.
Wow, that moment during the epic reveal when he changed his name from Morgott to Morgott. Wow, truly amazing writing, Mia Zackers.
I have no idea what he intended with that name choice there.
It's like Clark Kent taking off his glasses to reveal he's Superman. Absolutely stupid and lazy.
I told you guys the names in this game are kind of whack.
Now my blood pressure has gone up from thinking about this stupid maggot Morgott name twist.
His lore is pretty sad, though. Cursed as an omen, he swore to protect the Erd Tree, even though it wouldn't accept him.
I wouldn't accept someone that ugly either.
Seriously, though, when he looks that unique and when his alias name literally sounds like his actual name, how did he hide his identity as the veiled monarch of Lanedale?
Well, the veil obviously made everyone around him a stupid fucking moron, it seems.
The things we do for love and acceptance, eh? For Morgott to keep going despite being cast out and rejected, I'll give him an A.
Well, he better get used to more rejection because I'm rejecting him from this list D tier.
He's not a D. Even if the alias aspect is ridiculous, I'll give him a low A.
Outvoted by the Democrats again.
Now we have the Lord of Blood.
The luminary Omen.
The child kidnapper.
AKA Joe Biden.
God damn it, enough of those jokes today.
What jokes?
I'm pretty sure I was underleveled for this boss. And then the second phase happens and I realize I'm super duper underleveled. Even with the purifying crystals.
Isn't it really creepy how Mohg was in that cocoon with Miquella until we arrived? What do you think went on in there? Tell me slowly.
I don't want to think about that.
Not much is known about Mohg or why he wants to do incest.
Sometimes people can't help what they want.
Okay then, Don.
I think the level and area was real cool. Boss fight was interesting.
It was all right. Blood and fire kept splashing me in my face. I don't know how to feel about that. Overall, though, I feel like we'll learn more about him and Miquella in the DLC, so for now, I'll put him in the B tier.
B for the ugly bloodlord is fine by me.
Me too.
But now it's time.
Oh my Godwin, I've been waiting for this.
Time for the Scarlet Queen herself.
Malenia is so hot for real. I'd love to go Dung Eater on that.
All right, what the fuck? Do you ever think about what you say?
I feel we should use Dung Eater more as a term. Just slips off the tongue nicely. Dung Eater.
Dung Eater and slips off the tongue shouldn't ever be used in the same sentence.
Dung Eater. Haha, you're right.
Dung Eater.
Jesus. Fine. Dung Eater.
I feel like a dung eater when I eat my wife's cooking. Am I right, lads?
Good bands.
Nah, but for real though, call me Scarlet Dung Eater.
That's probably not healthy. She has the scarlet rot.
That's fine. I've had chlamydia several times, not a big deal.
For fuck's sake. How about we focus on the boss fight?
What boss fight? Lazy Yaki still hasn't patched it.
What do you mean?
Don't you guys have the bug where she keeps healing herself?
This fucking guy.
Don.
What?
That's not a bug.
Are you fucking serious? Has Mia Zakowski lost his fucking mind?
A true test of a Souls player. Malenia is another kind of trauma like Ornstein and Small.
I don't know. Elden Ring had some pretty busted bitch weapons making people cheese her. But for people who weren't cowards like the Magic and Bleed Pussies, she was definitely one of the hardest bosses ever.
I refuse to believe it was an intended game design. Fake news, it's a bug.
What's interesting is that her being able to heal doesn't really make sense in the lore. She's suffering from scarlet rot. Why didn't Radahn heal himself during his boss fight?
Maybe we'll find out in the DLC. Perhaps Miquella did something to allow her to heal, alleviating her scarlet rot pain.
Yeah, maybe the power of the unalloyed needle did something. Or maybe that's why Miquella is with the Lord of Blood, because he sacrificed everything to try to save his sister, thus giving her healing powers.
I like it. We should discuss the DLC sometime in the future.
I'm down.
It's a fucking bug.
All right, Don, it's a bug.
Thank you.
Gotta be high S tier, right?
Iconic optional boss fight, Goddess of Rot, amazing lore with Radahn. She literally changed the landscape of the game via Caelid.
Yawn.
She's what people talk about when they discuss Elden Ring. Has to be S.
Well said, Joe. Been a while since I felt so proud after beating a boss. I'll give her an S.
Buggy mess. Sexy girl. I'll give it an A, even if the fight is pure scarlet dung.
Top of S rank for Malenia, it is.
Good work, guys. Unfortunately, I have an appointment with the doctors about my hallucinations. They said me calling everyone an AI is not healthy, so I have to go now.
That's fine, buddy. We can finish the rest of this tier list tomorrow. Hope everything goes well.
Yeah, Joe. Good luck. I'm sure everything will be all right, bro.
Thanks, guys. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.